right now and all that good old stuff, but still, the stream is starting very, very soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're gonna start our engines up, and we're going to be doing some streaming tonight. I'm going to be your tonight's entertainment. I am the cool guy, and I hope you like my whole stream starting. It's actually pretty awesome. I ran across this on my thing, and I was all like, "Ooh, whoever made this bad boy right here, they deserve a raise. They deserve a raise." Yeah, I think I could do my stream like this too, but then I don't know. I think it wouldn't be too much, room to work with. But yeah, I got this right here. Of course, I got the social medias here. Maybe one of these days I need to actually just plug in my social media and just write it out. But here we go. Here's the gameplay right there. Gameplay. And here we are. I am Anthony, the cool guy, here on V.A.D.C Entertainment Stream. Yes. So today we are going to be working on another scene shot. I could open up the one and let y'all know. I could show y'all what I actually did almost. It's like almost finished, but we just gotta put like minor details and stuff on it. So if we go here to racetrack builds, and we go here to gonna go ahead and open this up. We're not gonna save that. No, we're not. We're not gonna save that. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing good tonight. I know I am. I had some fried chicken, some Hawaiian sweet rolls, and then earlier I had some freaking wiener schnitzel. That stuff was wet. And when I mean wet, I mean like they did a good job with some of the food that they had there. It was freaking delicious. So, what I'm saying? Now I'm fully fulled up. Stomach's all fat. My gullet's good. So that means if my fat's good, I'm also in a good mood too as well. Animated options for all my scene. What's going on here? Notifications. Animation options. Frame rates detected at 20%, 26% over the last 2 minutes. You better respect me on here. I don't know why freaking Streamlabs is trying to do me like this. Why are you trying to do me like this, Streamlabs? I'm just doing this late nights, right? It ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't here to hurt you. I'm not saying anything illegal. Am I saying anything illegal? I don't remember saying anything illegal. You don't have to do this to me, Streamlabs. It's just my black screens. I'm covering up everything. Look, I'm all nice and neat. There we go. See? Look. All good. Oh. It's my awesome mic right here. It just decided it wanted to pop up in the scene. It was like, yeah, don't forget me too. So yeah, now you know. We even got the mic in the scene too. I'm about to make it disappear. Oops. Not that way up. It won't go that way. I had to grab it by the base. There you go. So we're gonna start up probably within the next 7-8 minutes. I'm gonna see if we get some folks around here. I know it's been a minute since you've seen me here on the internet, but don't you worry, we are still creating, and we have created a lot, just so you know. And to my fellow streamer that showed up on here today, thank you. Glad that you are here today. So anyways, right now I'm just waiting to build a little bit of an audience, what you're saying, anticipation, because all I do is art. Just do 3D art. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get down with the get down. Gotta get down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? Not the jungle boogie kind, from that jungle boogie, woo, woo, jungle boogie, jungle boogie, jungle boogie, Oh, I forgot I can get copyrighted for that, for just even doing the beatbox version of that song. But it's by Cool in the Game, called Jungle Boogie. So if you ever heard that song, then you know what I'm talking about. Jungle Boogie, Jungle Boogie, let's get it on. Jungle Boogie, Jungle Boogie, let's get it on. Anyways, so okay, it's 5 minutes in. We're 5 minutes in. Okay, we're gonna start within a matter of these next couple of seconds. So, I'll show you what I did from the last time that we actually streamed. So, oh, is that thing zooming in on me? I'm gonna zoom in on this. Okay. Make sure that we're not dropping frames, because YouTube is like letting me know I'm dropping frames right now. I don't know why we're dropping frames. I mean, I got a pretty good, decent computer. It actually runs really good. I got pretty good, decent internet too. It's also running good, so I don't know why our streams are just, slowing up. Maybe I need to, I don't know, maybe if I do something real quick, because I don't know. It just seems like it's always just trying to just freaking run something up. Anyway, hold on real quick. I'm gonna turn off my internet. Maybe because there's too many devices here on the internet, that's why it's like, slowing up. So maybe if I turn my phone off the internet, it should work. And then maybe we won't have too many frame drops. Anyways, so with that being said, like I said, here today, we're gonna stream. We're gonna have some fun while streaming. Well, it's gonna probably be some, to you it's gonna probably be boring, but to me it's fun. Like, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna do some 3D artwork. We're actually gonna make another scene for this official trailer that I'm making. So we're gonna definitely do that. And it's so hard to not look at this screen, because the other screen shows my face actually talking to you. So I'm trying to practice more on actually looking at the webcam while talking, so that way it doesn't look like I'm like really distracted or anything of that sort. But I do work, and I do, like, when I start to actually work, I do focus in and all that stuff too as well. And I don't know why I'm doing the big eyes thing, but screw it. Do the big eyes thing. But anyways, that being said, we are 7 minutes out. Seems like we're gonna have an audience of 1 today. I think I'm good with that. Okay, we are at 8 minutes. We are at 2 minute. We're at 2 minutes. 2 more minutes left. Slim Shady, you're on. My baby mom, which made me an angry blonde. And they told me I can't say fucking for 6 minutes. Anyways, what else? So besides that, got the Switch 2 today. Really happy about that purchase. I didn't think we was gonna be able to actually purchase it today, but got it. Real happy about it. Got to get another one so I can actually do some stuff with it and not hacker stuff. No hacking, no emulations. Buy the games fully. It's not as bad as what everybody keeps trying to make it be. I even got the physical copy of the freaking Mario Kart one too as well, because I was just like, I ain't gonna sit here and be all like, if there's physical media, it's out there, it's been made, and it's got a lot of content, I'm gonna get it. And I'm gonna see how it's gonna look on my TV too. Probably after, but it is what it is. So yeah, got the Switch 2. Really happy about that purchase. Made sure that we had to switch out our tire too as well, because our freaking tire went out. Somehow freaking screw got into our passenger side tire, and I don't know how it got there, but if we would have waited a little longer, I think we would have been SOL. So I'm so glad that we took care of that. 30 more seconds in, and we are going to get started. So with that being said, I hope you're doing good tonight. It is 8 o'clock Pacific time over here in good old California. And we're just out here being happy, driving, wearing my freaking Waluigi beanie, because that's the thing that's going to help me get to this work, get all this stuff going. And here we go. Boom. Gameplay stream. We're on the gameplay. Oh. Alrighty, so now, from the last stream, yes, I did work a whole lot in between. And also my brother did too. So my brother actually came through and he laid down some log work too. And we got all these buildings here inside this scene. So that way it makes it look like an actual full-on city. As you can see, we got some nice looking jaw-dropping shots. And all we have to do is start putting cameras in. We're gonna put some more cars and characters in there, so that way they can all match up and be different sizes. And also, we even got other stuff in here as well. So, yep, this scene is almost done, and it's gonna look really nice, especially when we go to render this stuff out. So, yeah. That's done. We're happy. We're good. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to go ahead and close this out for now. Save. We'll just close this out for now. We'll get back to it later. We'll add all the details and stuff in there afterwards. So what we're going to do, we're going to make another scene. So with all this being said, when you go to make scenes and stuff, especially for an official trailer, if you have a whole lot of stuff already fixed up, made up, and ready to go, and you just go through and then you just start adding all the stuff that's going to make it, you know, pop out and look cool. So next, we got this one right here. So we got this hill, and we got this rock hill too. We got this mini one right here as well. If I press upward, it'll get all of it. Do the same thing here, get upward, get all of it. Got the coloring. So now we're going to go through and we're going to add all the different type of materials and stuff to it as well. So, well, at least to this, we're gonna go ahead and just do like a sandy color. Oh, hold on real quick, my dog is bugging me. Sorry about this, but I'm gonna have to be right back because he wants to sit here and just bug. What you want? Ugh. Alrighty, I have made it back. I'm back and I'm okay. I'm probably gonna have to run again real soon. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's get back to our stream. Okay, so as you can see right here, we have our elements. So since we already have, like, you know, a lot of these elements done, what I could do, I'm just going to add a little more detail to this mountain right here by just simply just sculpting and painting it. So let's see, got the M key right here. Oh, by the way, check out this new, it's my new keypad that my mom got me. It's actually pretty awesome. Yeah, she bought it as a gift. I was like, thanks a lot. So our gift to her was, we were like, you're not going to outdo me, sucker. Speaking of which, oh, I forgot this thing's got a stance. Ah, there we go. Stand up. Stand up. It's a lot easier when you have things stand up. So right now I'm using the M key to basically, size up what I want, but I don't want to go inward, I want to go outward. But we don't want to do it too much, so I'm going to just move it right here. And we're just going to just add the detail. Just add it manually. Because you can always just use a regular texture map. You don't really have to use a bump map because you're creating the height and the bump right now with the actual mountain that you already have. So I'll show you what I mean in a sec, but I'm just gonna add all this on here. Just give it some nice grooves and groves, and then I'll swell it up here, and then swell it up slowly. There you go. Give it a nice swirl and slow it up and go from there. Oh, that is not good, because I know for a fact if my stream is freaking doing that, it's doing that on purpose. It's not supposed to do that. Ugh. I don't want to read my notifications, but it's probably there's news, but notification. Oh, great. During my streams, it's letting me know that I've been going through freaking drop frames for the past couple of minutes, which is weird. I don't know why it does that to me. It's so weird that it does that to me. And I'm not even a huge streamer. You know what I'm saying? Just barely even getting started. Let's see. I'm probably gonna have to stop this stream so that way I can see. Maybe sometimes if I start it up and then just do it again, I can always just delete this one and then just start again, because I don't like the fact that I'm actually dropping frames, because yeah, it really does do that weird like, hey, you're dropping too many frames, and then all in between I'm going and then I'm talking, and then like I'll skip a beat. I think that's like really annoying. You know what I'm saying? That is something that Streamlabs should definitely get fixed, because we are definitely patrons and we're definitely paying for it. So why am I getting drop frames for your plus? That's so weird. Like these big companies, they be really taking people for granted, thinking because they big and stuff, like they could just be like, oh yeah, we got this, we got that, but then you want to do all that weird favoritism stuff. You know what you're saying? Because I'm not a huge streamer or whatever, but it's like don't do that. Don't do that. It's not even necessary for you to do that. Look at a nice weird crater right here. Just to give that detail, if we wanted to really go through. Because, if you really want to go through and make the cave, you can, and it's not really hard to do that, because you can always just, what you're saying, go through and add that on there. But we're only putting this right here for now, just as a means, just to make it look like it's something. Because we can go through and, like I just said, we can make another mountain. And we just do it based off of shapes, and then we just tack on the color and all that stuff afterwards. So there we go. Got a nice weird cave there, a little divot there, and then, we'll smooth this out here. Because remember, not all mountains have to have that, super rocky look. You just go through, put the coloring of the texture of the rock formation that you want, and then go from there. Just a little bit bigger. Here we go. I like this new keyboard because it does have like that typewriter feel to it. So it just makes all these like nice noises. It's like kind of refreshing. Well, not kinda, it is refreshing. There ain't no kinda about it. It is very, very refreshing. There we go. Got some of those mountain there. Alright. Get a little bit more of a depth and context. So that way when we go through to do these other parts and we get started with doing them, we don't have to worry too much about, you know, all that stuff. So see if we go here, here's the mountain. Of course it's going to give me the weird spotted middle finger, but if it normally does that, don't worry about it. We do this, and now we got ourselves a nice little mountain UV. As you can see here. Ooh, excuse me. So, if you ever see these weird right here, we're gonna unfold. Is it gonna crash on me? Are you gonna do it to me? You gonna do it to me, Maya? Huh? Come on. I know you can read that. This ain't nothing to you. Yeah, as you can hear, my computer's crying right now all of a sudden. And you know what's so crazy about my computer is that I got a 3090 and like freaking I got like 128 like gigabytes of RAM in here. So it should be able to run it. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna do it by ourselves. Hold on. I meant to use the smooth UV tool. So it should be able to run it. Beautiful computer. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. The powers that be, they will not be able to hurt you. Come on. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. Okay. Alright, it's not going to let me relax it. Whatever. I'll just go ahead and let it just do it the other way. Yeah, it's really fighting. It's really fighting a brother right now. Yeah, straight fighting. Alright. Doesn't matter what type of computer that you actually have when it comes to Maya, like, you can have the most top fleet computer in the world and it'll still make it scream somehow. Especially when you're doing a whole bunch of UVs. Hold on real quick. Yep, it is dropping frames because for some reason it is not trying to play well with doing online. Okay, whatever. Just simply unfold it. Let me just simply unfold it. We're gonna go from there. Like it can't compute or calculate 40,000 faces. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Got our grooves, we got all of our stuff. So I'm gonna press the R key. Size it up and we're gonna make it big. There we go, done and done. Okay, I think we are happy. And we're just gonna leave it at that. So if we need to do anything else, you know, we will. But we will rotate it. There we go. And we'll spread it out this way in the x-axis. Well, we can. And just make it go down that way. If you really wanted to, you could do that UV tile and all that stuff, and it'll just show you like how, where each spot will be affected at. But I'm not gonna go through all that. So we're gonna go through and remember the number one thing you always want to do is erase that history. Erasing history saves lives. And of course, naming your stuff. There we go. So, like you said, name your stuff. Alright. Same thing with the cliff piece. We already named that, which is good. Cliff piece and cliff piece. All right. So what we're going to do, we're gonna probably gonna make some better looking mountains, because the ones that I did have from before, they just stemmed off of this one. I didn't really make it its own thing, so we're gonna actually make our own mountain, and then we're gonna put it into this scene, and then we're gonna go from there. So for starters, let's go ahead. Oh, looks like we already got everything unwrapped, which is good. So everything is unwrapped. You don't have to worry too much about that. Let's see here. Oh, hurry. We're going to need to put a character and his car in there, so that way we can size everything up. Otherwise, it won't make sense. Oh no! There we go. Put everything right here to the back. And you know what? We're gonna have my main man Bopper come up in this shot. So we'll go to character raise animation. Pick up the finished rig. And throw him in there. Because then this is gonna give us our real size and depth when we actually, add these characters in there. So here he is. And as you can see, ooh, these mountains is small. We're going to need to throw in a big, it's gonna be big, man. Let's see. Yeah, we're throwing the iron tiger. There we go. Ooh, oh. First things first. Move this out the way. I'm gonna minimize this so that way I can see you, I can see me. See me, see you. We go right here. We'll move our tools display out the way, and we'll just move this out the way completely here just in case we need it. Let's see. So we're looking for the iron tire sizer. Oh no. Movement controls. No worries, just press P. And now we are good. Okay, so we're going to size this car to where he's going to be able to fit in this seat. Or it could be vice versa, but like I said, we want to size them up till we get them to the right size that we need. Bob the nerd. We'll put Cliff up in here. Oh dang, yeah, that car is way too big. Seat way too big. So down, and you know what, we're going to need to size down our iron tiger because it's probably too big. So go like this. Let's see if that's the right size, because if it is, then we're going to be able to just go through and put him in the seat and then go from there. Oh man, these frames is dropping heavy on here. I ain't supposed to be doing all that. Ain't supposed to be getting wet like that. Let's see. Well, I think we can go down a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do that. Take this right here and hit it off and go to 10. Let's see if 10 will be big. That's too small, and it looks like, I think that might be the right size. Yep, just might be the right size, if I might add. Let's see here. Set them down. Yep. That will be the right size. So we're going to keep this car at the 10. And we're going to make this seem really, really big and grand. Because this here is only for trailer purposes only. I'm not going to do anything else. There we go. So you see that he's actually got a pretty decent size in there. So, like I said, it's going to be for trailer. And we're going to go from there. Alright, so we remove this. Now we got the size of character that we want. We got the size of his ship. But what I could do, before I go off and do that, I could do this, grab this, right? And then we can just pair those together. Like so. And we can just take it down to 1. There we go. And he's still going to be a decent size for the trailer, because we don't need him to be that big. We want our track and our world to be big, but not him. So, you know what I'm saying? This would be the decent size. Because at the end of the day, when you're driving, the car is going to look like this when you're driving, or you know, you're going to have to be able to have the camera be able to do this, and that way it makes it look pretty cool while you're driving. So, we'll just go from there. Oh my goodness, 8 notifications? How many times are you guys going to keep dropping me? Jeez Louise, this is ridiculous. 3 minutes go, 5 minutes go, 7 minutes. They're doing it by odd numbers now. Oh no, they've been doing it by odd numbers. Just dropping me just every chance they get. What is going on here? Man, Streamlabs, y'all really got to get together. Y'all should not be dropping this much frames every time I'm doing something. You guys act like I'm really doing something super major or something. I can't stand freaking Streamlabs right now. They are being on some special sauce. Let's see. So we go to group 1. We're going to modify, we'll center pivot. Group 2. Modify. And let's see, group 4. Modify, center pivot. Let's see, we got rock ledge piece. Got red mountain base. Alright. Take this, we push the up key like so. See if they move the same. Yes, they do. So, we are going to go through with each of these. And this is how we're going to start them. Take this. And we're going to size them up. But we're going to make this into a group. So I'm going to Control G it. And now we're going to modify instead of pivot. This thing is going to be huge, and the other ones are probably going to be the same size too. There we go. Alright. I think we got the right size that we need right here, so we're going to just call this red. Like so. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute this mic. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Are you serious? 44% dropped? 50? What is up with these numbers? Hold up. Man, y'all tripping. Y'all definitely tripping. Alright, let's get back to gameplay stream. Yeah, that's so weird. I got a really top-notch computer, and it's really like dropping frames. That is so crazy. I don't see how that's doing that. Like, that is really annoying. Like, man, that is so annoying. But anyways, right now, just what we're doing, we're just setting up the size of this track. So basically, we're gonna make it big to the point to where it's it's gonna look like this, and then pretty much go from there. Um, let's see. So we'll make the size like this, and it's gonna be a bunch of these. So this one's gonna probably be one of our more heavier, intensive tracks because it's got so many pieces and stuff, and so much stuff to put around. So we're gonna even make mountain ridges and all that stuff too as well, and we'll put some like real good details and stuff in there as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing right now. So yeah, like these pieces are gonna be their own little thing. So it's gonna be pretty nice what we're actually gonna do with them. So anyways, go ahead and give me a sec. I'm gonna be right back with you. Hold on. I'm gonna mute this mic real quick. Okay, so sorry about that. Had to deal with a couple things real quick. Let's go ahead and get back to the stream. Thanks a lot for sticking around so far. We'll go ahead and let's go ahead and continue on. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, I just had to take care of a couple things and it is now taken care of. So we're gonna go through. Let's see. This one here, we're gonna do this. We'll make this thing its own group. Control G. Control C. Control V. So now it's gonna be level mountain group 2. Take these two. And take these. Control G. This one's going to be Control Mountain Group 3. Alright. So now that we got this size all done and ready, we're going to just move this over like so. What we're going to do, we're going to modify, we're going to center that pivot, move it over like so. Alrighty. So, a little something you should know. Back in the day, I was never too fond on modeling, but I knew for a fact that if I didn't learn how to model, freaking, I was going to be at the mercy of other people when it came to doing that kind of stuff. So, I had to basically adapt very fast, very quickly. So that way I can get exactly, you know, what we want as far as detailing and stuff goes. Because what happens is that, you know, you get into huge groups and say if you, I mean, like I had friends that I thought would help out, but in the long run, we all have, you know, life problems and situations and stuff that, you know, that is going to always be out of our control. And basically, I decided, I was like, you know what? If no one can help me, then I have to take matters into my own hands, because sometimes freaking relying on other people could actually hurt you in the long run than it does help. So, with that being said, here's the next group right here. Make this big, like so. And this is going to be like, you know, an alternate route. We could just put this here for now, because this is going to be our main focus of what we're going to make, you know, a piece of red mountain off of. So now we're going through and we're making this the appropriate size that we actually need. So this is going to be treated more of like a corner piece right here. So when we go to, you know, actually make it, you know, do the corner and all that stuff, we'll be able to do exactly that. So what we'll do, so we'll make it long enough like so, and we're gonna make it wide, and we're gonna uniform scale it like this, like so, make it big. And there we go, we got our next piece. Alright. So let's see, if we actually do the scale size, this will be actually pretty nice for all the you know, all the other characters and stuff to actually be on the track. And by the way, we did make it to an hour and 60 minutes. Thanks a lot for actually staying on standby for the last 30 minutes. While doing so, I was just, you know, like I just said, taking care of some other things and whatnot. So let's just go ahead and do this. Move this over like so. Make sure it's nice, simple, and even. Alright. Let's see, we got some nice decent size here. It almost kind of really matches it, which is good. But sometimes you gotta have just those narrow pieces, so that way it makes it feel like, you know, it's gonna narrow in, and you know, you have those like real nice intense, you know, sequences when it comes to the actual gameplay. So we got this. Let me see here. We also got this, but also our character is probably a lot. Yeah, that's what's really taking up a lot of scenes, the character. But it's not gonna matter though, because of the engine that it has. It is gonna be going in, so we ain't gotta worry too much about that. That's not gonna be an issue. So, because like I just said, they can take millions and millions of polygons, so you know, it better live up to its hype. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to. It's gonna have to if it you know, if it prides itself on being exactly that. So let's see here. Let's put that there. So we got ourselves a nice cliffside piece right there. So that way can have some pretty good interesting results. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. So now we're going to take this whole track. I'm going to move it underneath right here. Alright, I'm going to move this over here for now. Save those pieces for later. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stretch this piece. So indeed. Alright. And what we'll do, we'll take this one piece and we'll stretch it out like this. So that way it looks like it's going to be like a pretty crazy bridge. You'll see what I'm talking about. This. And just cross like so. There we go. Gives us a nice little feed right there. There we go. Gives us this nice little bridge piece to work with, which is actually going to be pretty awesome in the long scheme of things. So we'll take this and we'll stretch this out like so. There we go. And then we'll make this a little big like this. Excuse me. And now we're going to make an alternate path on this. Just to start it off. But before we continue on though, what we're going to do, since these are all going to be the same material, we of course go to our famous hypershade. Got a new one, because before we continue on, we want to at least give this one some color. Red Mountain color. Red Mountain color 01. File. Looks like none of these will fit the fancy. that'll be pretty nice texture and pretty nice normal map for that. So we'll just leave that alone for now. Let's go to regular textures. The brownstone looks pretty nice. It's got a nice little mountain look to it. We don't want marble, maybe we want ground. Yeah, I don't think we want this ground. Sediments, because there's shrubs, and then of course wood. We don't really need wood, we just need shrubs or actually sediment. So, oh yeah, there it is. There it is. We're going to use that, and we're going to, of course, add a little red to it. Give it that color. Okay, so now we're going to select all these. These cliff ones, we're going to make them a little different from each other. I'm going to assign that material to them. So now it's got this nice little reddish color to them. So now got this nice set right here, you know what I'm saying, which will be good to go in a sec, because we're also going to be, like I should say, we're also going to make the mountain too, so that way it adds to it. So I think, oh no, I want to do a different material for this one, so we're just going to smack a different material. But before we do, we're going to continue with this one real quick, and we're going to give it a normal map. And remember that one normal map that we looked at? I was like, ooh, that looks nice. We're gonna apply that normal map. So I know for a fact that this scene is probably going to be a lot of polygons. We're gonna go stupid with these polygons. We're gonna probably be like up at least like 10, 20 million with these polygons in general. So let's see, Red Mountain. Alright, so go. So here, generate texture. Oh, that looks trippy. Yeah, we're gonna use this one. It's going to give it a nice normal map to it. It's going to make it look all like, it's going to make it look all really nice, especially when we go to put off, we're going to put the mountain drop, and we're going to put like a lake and like a lake area in here too as well. So that way it makes it look like it's like a run on. And then what we're going to do with this shot, we're going to make it to where we're going to see, like, you know, in the distance, Mute City, but we're not going to use a picture. We're going to actually use polygons, so that way it makes it look like it's an actual, you know, distance kind of ordeal to make it look like an actual, you know, scene drop, which is it's going to be pretty nice once when we get it done. But for now, we're just going to focus on just getting all of Red Mountain done. So there we go. We're going to take those, and you know what? I wanted to make them a different color, but there will probably be no difference, so we're just going to make these red. But I could make them a little darker and just use the same sediment. So what I will do is that I will make, yeah, I'm just going to make a copy. I'm just going to call it Red Mountain Material 2. same thing. We're going to find the rock sediment. Go back to meditation folder. We're not going to use concrete with chart. Ooh, that don't look too bad. Earth roughs are pretty good too. I like earth roughs. Hold on. Go back. Earth roughs are not bad. Matter of fact, look out. We're going to use this earth rough right here. Alright, and of course, we're going to make it red. But we're going to make it a darker red right here, so that way it gives it an offset color. Alright, and then we're going to go into that same one that we did. Touch that. And we're going to use that same texture. Normal map. 0, 2. There we go. So now we'll go right here. We'll go back to the generate texture folder. And that stone metal. We're going to use that again. Yep. That stone metal, normal matte color right there. All right. Alright, there we go. This is a support drop. We're going to make this look really nice. Like so. Oh no. There we go. Go. Start to something nice and beautiful. Alright. And what we're going to do, take this piece. So before I continue to keep going, we're going to make this one different. I totally forgot we're going to make these different. We're going to make these the different one. A different shade. There we go. That way it has that nice red look, and if we want to, we're going to go through here and we're going to give this a little more of a red color too. We're going to treat this as like a river piece. So we're going to get rid of this bottom, this face, simply delete the bottom. stretch it, elongate it. So. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. So take this piece. And we're going to take it. And I'm going to elongate this piece, just this top piece only. Elongate it. There we go. And what we're going to do, we are going to combine it together. There we go. Just like that. Just remember, when we go through and we do all the stuff, right? Remember, the good thing is you don't have to put a texture map on every single piece, because at the end of the day, if it already has a lot of details on it without texture maps, there's no need to put a texture on there. You just let the material do the speaking for you, because not everything is going to require texture when you're actually making this stuff. So that being said, this piece right here. Go to edit, new type, deformer history. Because like I just said, you don't want too much history on one thing. We're going to take this deform and we're going to bend it. Rotate it like so. Take this bend. So it's a full even 90. Take this piece like so and leave that there. Ooh, got two folks here. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Glad you are here to join me here today. We are about an hour and 36 minutes in so far. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. So we're not going to need that piece. We're going to set this piece right here, right on top. Like so. Take this piece, and we're going to simply rotate it. So we're going to just use this piece for now as the means to, here's the corner. Key. Move this forward. And again. Up. Cool. There we go. Oh, that person left me. How dare they? Just gonna come in and not say hi. Just gonna just be like, oh, how dare he? How dare I do anything? It's a mean person. That's a mean person. playing. I'm not sure if they were mean. They probably might have been the nicest person in the world. Who knows? But anyways, take this, take the short piece, or take the short piece, move it over here like so. All right, take this, and we're gonna take this piece, and move it in. And we're gonna just simply do it for a sharp turn like so. So what's cool about this track is that we can do exactly that. We can go through and we can make it an S. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. So take this. So we'll rotate it. So that way you're gonna have to do some crazy drift turns on this mountain. I don't call it Red Mountain for no reason, right? Gonna be like that one where it's gonna be all expert like. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and do one more. That way we give it some of that oomph, that skirt before you hit. And you know what's so cool about this, right? Is the fact that once we put these pieces right here, I was just saying, it makes this nice, it's real nice, like, you're gonna drift, twist, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna do one more, because, actually we're gonna do one more set, because I'm very ambitious. There we go. Do one more like this. Remember, at the end of the day, it's got to kind of have a nice little circle. So this is going to be another one of those where we just making this track, but it's going to be served as a good multi-purpose track. So take this, put this here. So give it a couple long whiffs. So we'll just hit one more long riff. Oops. So, and then we're gonna hit you with that real hard turn. So we're gonna make you go this way, like so. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Take that key. And give it that nice anchor buck. Like so. I should kind of have on some music when doing this kind of stuff, but I don't know. For some reason, the solace and silence of this also helps out too as well. Take this. Oh, before we do, we'll do one more turvy, like a little curvy curve. Take this and go like this. So that way it makes it look real straight. Like so. Gives it that nice look. Alright. And what we'll do, take this one that we made a copy of, move it over. Like so. match it right here, like so.